Hi everybody, in today's lecture we are going to study about the graph of the trigonometric functions. Okay, in that first we studied about y is equal to sin x, that means a graph of sin x. Okay, as we have already seen, the value of sin x and cos x repeated after an interval of twice pi, that means from 0 to twice pi it will be repeated again twice pi to 4 pi. Okay, on left also it will be 0 to here twice minus twice pi, and after that it will be same as this graph. Okay, that means it graph will be look like after a same interval, that means this part will be repeated from again here in next part. Okay, similarly on left side also, from it is start from 0, it's pi minus pi by 2 is minus 1, here it is minus pi it is 0, minus 3 pi by 2 it is 1, minus 2 pi it is 0. So again after that here if we consider next it is minus 5 by 2, for minus 5 by 2 it will be minus 1, here next 3 pi it will be 0, after that it will be again 1, and after that it will be again 0. So this graph will be repeated as similarly again and again, okay, as the interval will goes on. And value of sin x is lies between minus 1 and 1. Okay, so this graph is lies between minus 1 and 1. Also for cos x, for y is equal to cos x it will be in between minus 1 less than cos x less than equal to 1. But for cos x it will start, for because cos 0 is 1, so it will start for cos 0 it is 1. Okay, so and for cos pi by 2 it is minus, it is 1, for cos pi by 2 it is 0. So its graph will be start from 1 and it will be look like this. Again for cos pi it will be minus 1, cos 3 pi by 2 it is 0, for cos 2 pi it is 1, and so on. Okay, and here again on left side for minus pi by 2 it is 0, for cos minus pi it is minus 1, for minus 3 pi by 2 it is 0, for 2 pi it is 1, and again it will be goes to 0. Okay, so this will be a graph of cos x and this is a graph for sin x. Okay, so from these two graphs you can observe that for sin 0 it is 0 and for cos 0 it is 1. For sin pi by 2, okay, for sin pi by 2 it is 1 and for cos pi by 2 it is 0. Okay, this is our point of intersection of cos x line and x axis. Now for cos pi, it is a graph for cos pi is minus 1, sin pi is 0. Okay, so as we see the graph it will be repeated. Okay, so this part will be repeated again and again as we continue its drawing. Okay, for example you can see this in a notebook or in your reference book. This is our sine graph. In this it is same as twice pi, it is interval 0 to twice pi. Now for 2 pi to 4 pi it will be similarly as 0 to twice pi only, because it start at 0 it is 0, twice pi it is 0, for its next it is 1, for 3 pi it is 0, for its 7 pi by 2 it is minus 1, and for 4 pi it is 0 again. Okay, for left side it also same. So it is a graph of y is equal to sin x. And similarly for cos x it will, for 0 it is 1, for pi by 2 it is 0, for pi cos pi is minus 1, for cos 3 pi by 2 it is 0, cos 2 pi is 1, and so on. Okay, so it is repeated after a period of twice pi. Okay, so for y is equal to sin x and y is equal to cos x, these are the two graphs. Okay, now we go to next graph, y is equal to tan x. Now for y is equal to tan x, if you observe that here tan 0 is 0 and here its value goes on increasing. Okay, this value as we put goes toward pi by 2. For tan pi by 2 it is infinity. For tan pi by 2 it is infinity. But for remaining values nearer to pi by 2 it will be go toward infinity. Okay, so similarly for left sides tan minus pi by 2 is infinity. Okay, this line will go through this. When we trace the values for x is equal to values of pi by 2 or anything else, so we will go through this. Okay, so in interval 0 to pi by 2 the graph of tan x will be of this type. Okay, now if for tan pi its value will be, for tan pi it is again 0 and again remaining values. So for 3 pi by 2 it will be goes toward infinity, and minus for pi by 2 it will goes toward infinity. So this will be graph related to tan x. Okay, for different values of pi. Also we know that as we draw a table for first quadrant, second quadrant, from that table also you can say that in interval 0 to pi by 2, that means in first quadrant the value of tan is increases from 0 to infinity. Okay, and for 0 to minus pi by 2 it will increase from 0 to minus infinity, because here value goes toward minus infinity. Okay, and in interval second interval pi by 2 to pi, in second interval, or you can consider from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, in this when we consider from pi by 2 to pi the value increases from 0 to infinity. Okay, pi by 2 to pi it will be increased from minus infinity to 0. It will goes from minus infinity to 0. Okay, this will be look like this. Okay, and in pi to 3 pi by 2, in interval pi to 3 pi by 2 it will again increase from 0 to 3 pi by 2. Similarly in next interval it will goes from infinity to 0, minus infinity to 0, and 0 to infinity. Okay, so from above chart which we have studied before, from that also you can tell about the graph related to tan x. Okay, this will be a graph related to tan x. So it is in interval, this first part is in interval minus pi by 2 to pi. Okay, this part of graph pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 will be look like. So if you observe these two arcs or these two lines segments, these both are looking same only the interval will be changed. Okay, so in next interval if you consider it from 3 pi by 2 to next it is 7 pi by 2, it will be same as previous one. Okay, similarly you can say about cot x also, because it will be changed from it is increases. Okay, here it will be decreases, here it is decreases. Okay, so in first part if you consider it from 0 to pi, here it will decrease from infinity to 0. Infinity in first 0 to pi by 2 it is decreasing from 0 to infinity, as we put the values of x in between 0 to pi by 2, and in between pi by 2 to pi if we put the value of x in between pi by 2 to pi, the value will be goes toward minus infinity. Okay, similarly in next interval pi and 2 pi, for pi it is infinity, and for 3 pi by 2 it will be 0, and for 2 pi it goes toward minus infinity. Okay, so this are the graph of sin x, cos x, tan x and cot x. Okay, next y is equal to sec x, that means 1 upon cos x. Graph for sec x is as so. For sec 0 or in interval 0 to pi by 2, value of sec x will be go to from 1 to infinity positive, and for 0 to minus 2 pi by 2 if you put x in between 0 to minus pi by 2 and we plot the graph, it will be goes from 1 to minus infinity. Okay, sorry, 1 to infinity. Similarly, for in interval pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, its value, it will be start from minus 1 because cos of pi is minus 1, so here it is minus 1. So in pi by 2 to pi, it will goes toward decreasing from minus 1 to infinity, minus infinity, and in pi to 3 pi by 2 it will also decreasing from minus 1 to minus infinity only. Okay, similarly similar type part of graph will be for next intervals. Okay, next it is cosec x. So it will be for pi by 2 it is 1. Okay, so in interval pi by 2 to pi, it will going on increasing, it is going on increasing, and to minus 1 to infinity. Okay, and for pi 0 to pi by 2 also it is going on increasing from 1 to infinity only. Okay, so in second interval pi to 2 pi, it is going decreasing from minus 1 to minus infinity and minus 1 to minus infinity. Okay, so this was the graph related to all the trigonometric functions. So from all above discussion, we can say that sin x and cos x repeat after an interval of twice pi, tan x and cot x repeat after an interval of pi, and sec x and cos x repeat after an interval of twice pi. Okay, now we see the examples related to trigonometric function. If cos x is equal to minus 3 upon 5, x lies in third quadrant, comma, find the values of other 5 trigonometric function of other 5 trigonometric function. Solution. Given or since cos x is equal to minus 3 upon 5. Okay, therefore we know that 1 upon sec x is equal to 1 upon cos x, which gives 1 upon minus 3 upon 5, which will be minus 5 upon 3, which will be reciprocal. Okay, so as we know that formula sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So value of cos square x will be square of this term. So, or you have to find sin x. So sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x. So which will be 1 minus of minus 3 upon 5 bracket square, which will gives us as 1 minus 3 square is 9, and it is negative term square. Negative term square is always positive. So it will be 9 upon 25. So taking LCM, so it will be 25 minus 9 upon 25, which gives 25 minus 9 is 16 upon 25. So sin square x is equal to 16 upon 25. Therefore sin x is equal to 4 upon 5. Plus minus, it will be plus minus. There will be, because square root of 16 upon 25 is plus 4 upon 5 or minus 4 upon 5. Since as we given in the question that x lies in third quadrant, as x lies in third quadrant, we know that in third quadrant here all are positive, here sin and cos x are positive, here tan and cot are positive, and here cos is only positive. So in third, this is our third quadrant, here tan and cot are positive, so remaining all are negative. So value of sin will be considered as negative only. So sin x should be minus 4 upon 5. Okay, so sin x is equal to minus 4 upon 5. Now tan x is equal to sin x upon cos x, which will gives us sin x is minus 4 upon 5 and cos x, value of cos x is minus 3 upon 5. So negative negative will be cancelled. 4 upon 5 into 5 upon 3. We are taking reciprocal. So 5 will be cancelled. Tan x is equal to 4 upon 3. And cot x is equal to reciprocal of tan x. 1 upon tan x or cos x upon sin x. You can consider any of one. So reciprocal of 4 upon 3 is 3 upon 4. So value of cot x is equal to 3 upon 4. And from sin x you can find cosec x. Cosec x is equal to 1 upon sin x is equal to, it will be reciprocal of it is minus 5 upon 4. Sin will be remain negative. Okay. Now consider for homework, if example is if cot x is equal to minus 5 upon 12, x lies in second quadrant, find the values of other 5 trigonometric functions. Here you have to know that in second quadrant our sin x and cosec x are positive, okay, and remaining all are negative. So this is also a concept you have to use. Next, cot x means 1 upon tan x, so you can find tan x directly, and from using next formula related to cot x in form of sec square x or cosec square x, both of one you can use and solve the remaining, and you can find the remaining values of trigonometric functions. Okay, so I will give the answers or you may find it. So tan x will be equal to minus 12 upon 5. Next, sec x is equal to minus 13 upon 5. Cos x is equal to minus 5 upon 13. And sin x is equal to 12 upon 13. And cosec x is equal to 13 upon 12. Okay, these are the values of remaining 5 trigonometric. Only you have to solve this example by using given hint. Next example is find value of sine 31 pi divided by 3. Okay, sine 31 pi divided by 3. Now in this we have to find the value of 31 pi divided by 3. Okay, now here 31 pi by 3 can be written in the form of, or you have to first know that sin x repeat after an interval of twice pi. Okay, that means after twice pi it will be repeat from 0 to twice pi. Okay, so it can be written as sine of 31 pi by 3 can be written as 10 pi plus pi by 3. Okay, you have to directly divide 31 by 3. So here it is, here I will show you how to write it. Here it is 3 divided by 31, so its remainder is 1. Okay, so we write 31 pi upon 3 as sine of 10 pi, sine of 10 pi plus pi. Here 1 means here remainder 1 pi divided by 3. Okay, so 10, if you take a LCM of this term, 10 into 3 is 3 into 10 is 30 plus 1 is 31 pi divided by 3. Okay, so this is our calculation, which we have written in a form of twice pi. This is repetition. That means we have to find the value of sine pi by 3 only. And value of sine pi by 3 is root 3 upon 2. Okay, value of sine pi by 3 is equal to root 3 upon 2. Okay, or you have to know the chart about sine x, which is or you can prepare a table by using a hint. here we have to prepare a table for sin x. Okay, so first write down here directly for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after that divide totally by 4, each term by 4. Okay, and after that you have to take a square root of each term. Okay, so here 0 upon 4 is 0, which will be value of sin x. 1 upon 4 is 1 upon 4 root is 2. We have to take positive root because it is in interval, first interval, so all the values of sine will be positive. Next, for 2 upon 4, which is 2 1 za and 2 za, so it is 1 upon root 2. Next, 3 root is root 3 and 4 root is 2. Here 4 upon 4 is 1, so it is 1. So we get values of sin x: sin 0 as 0, sin pi by 6, which means 30 degree, as 1/2, sin pi by 4, which means 45 degree, 1 upon root 2, sin 60, root 3 upon 2, and sin 90 is equal to 1. Okay, so here sin pi by 3 is equal to root 3 upon 2. Okay, you can find cos x. You have to write in reverse manner this table. So cos 0 it is 1, for cos pi by 6 it is root 3 by 2, it is 1 upon root 2 as it is. Next it is 1/2, and last it is 0. Okay, it is of cos x. For tan x you have to take sin x upon cos x. So tan x 0 upon 1, so this calculation you have to do for remaining trigonometric function. So 1 upon sin x is cosec x, 1 upon cos x is sec x, so we have to take reciprocal of this. Okay, after tan x calculation you have to take a reciprocal of tan x table, you can get cot x and all the remaining terms of cot. Okay, when we have find the values of any trigonometric function, you have to know the table related to this. So I have given an hint or any shortcut method to remember the values of sin x, cos x and tan x. Okay, next question is find the value of cos of minus 1710 degree. Okay, 1710 degree. Okay, so as also we know that cos x repeat after an interval of twice pi, okay, or 360 degree. So cos of minus 1710 degree can be written as cos of, you have to find nearest value. Okay, so I will write here 1710 degree plus nearest value of this degree. So we have to multiply 360 by, so nearest value will be 360. It will be for 5, it is 500, 5 6 are 30, 5 3 are 59, 1800. Okay, so nearest value, if you multiply 5 into 360 degree, which will give nearest value of 1710. So here it can be written as cos of minus 710 degree plus 1800. So it is cos of 90 degree. Okay, so here cos of 90 is 0. So cos of minus 1710 degree is 0. Okay, for homework you can find sine of 765 degree, second cosec of minus 1410 degree. Okay, so this are, or you can solve 765 degree means you have to find the nearest value, or it can be written in the form of sine of 360 into 2 is 720. Okay, 720 degree plus it will be 45 degree, which gives sine of 720 plus 45, which means it is a repetition of twice pi, or it is 360 into 2. So it here we have to find the value of sine 45 degree, which is 1 upon root 2. Similarly for 1410 also you can solve by this steps only. Okay, so we have to find nearest value of minus 1410 and solve it. Okay, next you have to find cot of minus 15 pi upon 4. These are some example for homework. Next, tan of 19 pi upon 3. Okay, so I will give cot. It can be written as cot of. So here cot of minus 675 degree can be written as cot of 720 degree minus 675 degree, because as an interval of pi it will be repeated. So here we have to take cot 45 degree, and cot 45 is 1. Okay, or you can see that here it is minus 675 degree. If we draw a negative, so first rotation is 360 degree. Okay, so here it will complete 360. So after that it is 360 plus 180. 360 plus 180, it is 540. Okay, so here it is minus 540 degree. Here plus 90 is 630. Here it is minus 630 on y-axis. Here it will be complete. And here we have given 675, which means minus 45. So it will be here minus 675 degree. Okay, so it will be in first quadrant, and you know that in first quadrant it is all are positive. So cot of 45, 720 minus 675 is cot 45 is always equal to 1. Okay, so you can convert in radian form also, or you can radian to degree, and you can solve it, because minus 15 pi upon 4 is minus 675 degree. You have to put value of pi as 180 degree, and if you calculate it, it will be minus 675 degree. Okay, and cot of minus 15 pi upon 4 will be equal to 1. Okay, so remaining part of will be, you have to do the examples same in this manner only. 19 pi upon 3, or you have to add how much radian, or if you convert in degree, how much degree you have to add or subtract. Okay, you have to here subtract. Okay, so that it will be nearer in 0 to 360 degree. Okay, it should be in between 0 to 360. Sorry, here it is 0 to 180. You have to find it in between 0 to 180 or 0 to 90 degree. 0 to 90 degree, and you have to see in which quadrant it will be lie, and on that you have to define the sign of the trigonometric function. Okay, so find these two examples as an homework. Remaining I have given here. So for today we will stop here in this lecture. I think we have studied about the graph and some examples related to trigonometric functions. Okay, so thank you for today's lecture.